Good afternoon, good evening. I hope you're doing well. Welcome to the Armory. Welcome to Fortune Sports Network. Welcome to X. Hope everyone is having a good day. Welcome to something a little bit different. Obviously, normally do a watch along. I can't do a watch along, so I'm going to listen to it. I'm watching. I've got 5 Live in the ear. I'm watching that soccer thing on Sky Sports, and we're going to have a chat whilst we see what happens. So yeah, slightly different because I can't watch the game, and I thought, you know what, I'll listen to the game. I'll see how that works. We'll see. That in the middle is going to be a live score though, so that will be live. That's the important part. It's that middle part that will be live. Once the game kicks off, that will tick off and the goals will go through as normal. I'm hoping I'll be in line with the time. But yeah, anyway, let's get through to the teams. Wolves, Sarr in goal, Doherty, Toyuti, Mosquera, Ant-Nouri, Lamina, Jay Gomez, R. Gomez, Bellegarde, Hwang and Strand Larson. For the Arsenal, you've got Raya in goal, White, Saliba, Gabriel, Sinchenko, Partey, Rice, Odegaard, Saka, Martinelli, and Havertz. So there we go. Big up to Gunnar Greggs in the house. But no worries, mate. Honestly, don't worry about it. Honestly, if you can, if you can't, you know, I get it. Life happens. I was going to ask about Rambo. Have they kissed and made up, him and Mikel? No. If the right offer comes in, be it loan with a option or obligation to buy, or a good offer, he will go. We've got the backup already lined up for when that happens. So yeah, it's not a case of, well, it is, I suppose, in a way, actually, personality clash, but it also just Ramsdale doesn't suit our style of play. So it's not a relationship that's ever going to work under Arteta. So it is what it is. I think Ramsdale's a good goalkeeper. He's just not very good with his feet. That's the only issue we've got there. So Soccer Saturday's getting ready. Got a player coming out here at the City Ground. No idea who that is. That's someone. Oh, Sosa. So they've just announced a new signing at Forest. So that must be a new player. Good way of announcing it. It literally come out. So we'll see how this goes because obviously 5 Live said that they're doing Arsenal Wolves live. Might be. We'll see. And I've also got is it Soccer, whatever it's called. I have no idea. On there as well. I don't know if it would be a good idea me putting both ears. I'm not sure. I might just get a little bit confused. We'll see. We'll try this. We'll see how this goes. This might make me very sick. Yeah, this is quite groovy. So I've got 5 Live in that ear and Sky Sports in that ear. So someone will have the first goal, that's for certain. Pick up to 200 people watching. Once the game kicks off, that will reset and will kick off. It will be a live score, that one in the middle. That's the most important. That's not me powering that. That is another person. Well, not another person, an actual system that powers that. They're actually at the game themselves. So that's all good. We'll see. Oh, what's happened there? No. I want to get live. Thank you. So I've just reset my 5 Live. So we'll see how this goes. Never done it before. Could be fun. Need something to cheer me up, so let's hope the football cheers me up. Decent game at half-time, Ipswich Liverpool. I was expecting a little bit more entertainment, if I'm honest. I thought Ipswich did well, and then the quality just shone through on Liverpool. Been a few games that have played so far, haven't there? I don't think I can use that one, so I better go. I don't think I can use my phone now. I've actually got it operating. Let's have a look. See if I can find the latest scores today. So Charlton have beaten Leyton Orient 1-0. Derby have beaten Middlesbrough 1-0. Portsmouth drew 0-0 with Luton. West Brom drew 0-0 with Leeds. Wow, riveting games. And I believe Carlisle won at home to Barrow, and Bromley beat Wimbledon 2-0. So yeah, there has been other games. I think that might be it. I'm not sure. There might be more. Let's have a look. See if there's more than that. Let's have a look. Ipswich. Covered those. Oh, Shrewsbury lost 4-1 to Peterborough. I covered that one. Was it National League? No, National League. All National League at 3 o'clock today. No, 5:30. It's unusual. Well, the players are coming out at the Everton-Brighton game. So we'll see how this goes. Well, obviously, I'll be keeping you up to date with all the scores as they go in, due to the fact I've got multiple options to keep you updated. Newcastle playing Southampton. Sorry, I couldn't work out whose kit that was. It's a very bright yellow, isn't it? It's like, feels like Yellow Peril. Only Fools and Horses episode. I've got currently North London in the air now. So this is Nottingham Forest against Bournemouth. The players are coming out there. And the Emirates. Odegaard comes out and Wolves come out. So we're kind of ready. Let's see how this goes. We're 2 minutes away. 2 minutes away from the kickoff. I've never done this before, so please bear with me, because I don't know how live this BBC Radio 5 is. So it could be interesting. A very good weekend. Very good weekend for you, mate. 2 wins for both your teams, mate. Liverpool looked decent second half, I'll be honest. First half, a little bit dodgy, but second half, much better. Obviously, I don't know what happened in the Carlisle game, but I'm pretty sure you're happy. Obviously, you won your derby. So, yeah, but the thing is, how happy is JJ? That's the thing. If JJ is like, we're going to win the league type happy, need to rein him in a bit. Need to rein him in. Yeah. You first half weren't great, but then to be fair, it's were quite good. So we'll see how this works. There's a round of applause for Kevin Campbell at the Emirates today, because obviously he sadly passed away. The funeral was last Wednesday in Brixton. Slot gave them a rocket at halftime. Yeah, I reckon so. Do you reckon Kwanzaa come off for tactical or injury? Because that was the only question mark left at the end of that game, was what was the Kwanzaa situation? Because I felt that was a bit harsh on Kwanzaa, because I didn't think he was that bad. But you can let me know. He definitely didn't look injured anyway on the bench. All right, let's see how this works. It's 3 o'clock. That hasn't reset yet. Let's see how this goes. I have to turn this one up a little bit. Ooh. Slightly so calm and cool. I love it. While goes ballistic. Yeah. Well, they're not saying it was an injury because he was literally sat on the bench with no like ice on him. He looked quite annoyed, if I'm honest. And the commentators were just unsure, and I was a bit unsure as well. I was like, if that was tactical, that's quite harsh. As for Carlisle, Cumbria belongs here once again. Imagine my shot. Barrow shat themselves. Absolute terrible quality game, really. I'm guessing quite a lot of the half-time ones, lunchtime ones were because there was a lot of 0-0s today. So we're going to have to see how this goes. So the game's kicked off on the screen. Just over a minute gone, according to the live score. So I'm going to wait and see how this works. 1 minute 30. Oh, actually, this will work. So Sky are literally very close, actually, to live score. Carlisle goal came from Barrow defender falling over himself and player scoring from a tight angle. That's all that happened. Is that your match reaction done, Chris? I'm going to see what the difference is here. Because Sky are literally in sync with the score, which is fantastic. So obviously I'll hear Paul Merson's reaction. But I need to see who scores, who reacts first. Barrow were disallowed late equaliser in the 95th minute. Looked tight to me, but offside flag saved them from ranting. Big ups to the 311 people currently watching. Really appreciate it. Obviously, it's slightly different. It is literally just a chat along. So if you wish to chat, by all means, I'm literally here. Me and JJ were hugging though when we scored. Oh, that's good. That's how it should be. Even if you totally totally opposite with how you see your teams, you can still come together and celebrate a goal. As you know, in certain fan bases, that doesn't happen. I wish it did, but it doesn't, unfortunately. Then 1 second later, there's a few goals. Oh, there's a goal at. Oh, no, it's not. Sounded like an Everton goal, but I think it sounded like it was offside. We were sat next to a away end. Oh, how was that? But there's some colourful language there. JJ proper taunts him at full time. I said, I'm off, JJ. Not a good idea, is it? Oh, crikey. There's been some goals. Bristol City are 1-0 up against Millwall. Halifax are 1-0 down against Aldershot. Boston are losing 1-0 to Forest Green. And Mansfield are 1-0 up against Burton. Sheffield United have just gone 1-0 up against QPR. Isn't he meant to be leaving, Gustavo Harmer? When Barrow and fans celebrated this long goal, but realised was offside, JJ was proper on them. Oh, that's not good, is it? Burton have equalised against Mansfield. Billy Borden. Reading are 1-0 up against Wigan. Charlie Savage. Imagine my shock when you put pressure on Barrow defence and score. How shocking. Exeter have taken the lead against Northampton. That's not going to be good for Luke. And Ayr have taken the lead against Hamilton. Jamie Murphy. So currently this is working. It's working all right. I just need to know who's ahead of who, because I'm going to stick with one at the end of it. Because having two people talking to me here right now is not great. There's Arsenal on the attack. Burnley are 1-0 up against Cardiff. It's actually the Cardiff goalkeeper that's got an own goal there. Horfaf. So it's like Arsenal dominating possession at the moment. So all I can hear is Arsenal players being mentioned, which is positive. So very similar to what we've seen in pre-season by the looks of it, where we just dominate possession. Chesterfield are now 2-0 up against Crewe. I think Sky might just be slightly ahead of my 5 Live at the moment. We're just waiting to see if I can find the stats. Supposedly, you're meant to be able to. Chesterfield are now 3-0 up. Unbelievable. Unbelievable, Jeffrey. See if I can find this. Let's have a look. They have not up-to-date stats. They do. So currently, hang on, just get that off. So 1 corner to Arsenal, 30 attacks, 9 for Wolves. XG is currently 0.5. Possession is 58 for Arsenal, 42 for Wolves. Sheffield United have just scored, made it 2-0. I think this actually what I'm watching right now, which is, I wish I could show you, but I couldn't because obviously probably get done for something probably. So I'm watching it on Bets 365. It's not the game; it's literally like a updated graphic. I'm still honest about Carlisle performance though. It was still awful to watch. Still stuck with same lineup that last two games. Still think we you have to beat them, dude. You have to. It's written another long coach journey with JJ. Big up to Geeks. Back for the start of another season. Feeling good about our prospects. Yeah, I'm feeling positive at the moment. We're doing well in this game from what I can hear. Obviously, I can't watch it, so I'm currently listening to it in my ear on 5 Live, and then I've got Sky Sports in this ear, and I'm currently watching the graphics on Bet365. Wolves have actually got a bigger XG than we have at the moment. Currently, it's 3 shots for ourselves. How have they got a bigger XG than us when they've not even a shot on target? Anyway, that's that way. There's Martinelli. Goal kick for Wolves. So this is interesting. The Bet365 app is better than all of them all to put all together. Amazing. JJ still accused me of still moaning after the game today. We wouldn't have you anywhere else, Chris. Marsden was off the pace versus Leon, hoping he will have a good season. I think he has to. If not, I think he'll be on the chopping block next season. Sam Lavelle came on at half time, and I went, we're not keeping this lead now, but he did nothing because he wasn't tested. Well, there you go. As long as you don't test him, you're fine, aren't you? He's just a number. Just a number. So I'm just checking the stats at the moment. 4 shots compared to Wolves 2. 61% possession for Arsenal. 15 dangerous attacks for Arsenal, just the 1 for Wolves. So this is quite interesting. We played with 10 men when he came on, and he just lost the touchline. Oh dear. Oh yeah. Timber on the bench. I feel he has to make his mark alongside Fabio Vieira. I think Fabio Vieira, geeks, would not surprise me if he goes out on loan. I'll be honest. I think there could possibly be a loan move for him before the end of the window. I feel that with what we're trying to do in the market, there isn't going to be much space for Fabio. So my prediction is he will go out on loan. That's my prediction. But yeah, Timber will definitely have a good season as long as we can keep him fit. The catalogue man, JJ, probably in club shop right now. I was harsh on Barrow on match review, but I don't care. Calling them partners. There's been a sending off in the game. Well, it involves Woking. I don't know who they're playing. I don't know why they do that. They say that someone's sent off. They mention the team. I don't know who they're playing. I haven't got a clue. Makes sense. Needs minute. Hopefully, a decent league where he can make an impact. That's what I think is important. I think he needs to go somewhere where he can constantly play. That's not Portugal, if I'm honest. I think he still needs to be tested. I feel he needs to bulk up and needs to get stronger. So sending to Portugal for me is pointless because that's literally where we got him from. It's not gonna bulk up by playing literally where we got him from. He needs to go somewhere that's a bit more physical. I'd be well up for him joining the Premier League team. I'll be honest. Crystal Palace, Forest. I'm not even saying that's his level. I like that idea. Valencia or Villarreal. Yeah, more physical. I wouldn't knock him if he went to the lower Premier League though. I really wouldn't. I think it would do him good. It's just what I mean. It's like he just needs to like toughen up a bit because the quality is there. For me, he's got a better distribution than Odegaard, and for me, he can shoot better than Odegaard. So there's a player there. We just now need to bulk him up and just make him a little bit tougher. Barrow still not want a Cumbria derby. Diddums. That's how I feel. 5 Live literally do all sports, don't they? Updated me on rugby. I have no idea. Needs to be a durable against men's football. If that, yeah, he does. He does. The quality is there. You can see the talent, and that's so important. But he just needs to toughen up a lot. Not just a little bit, a lot. Oh, Blackburn are leading Norwich. I'll try not to enjoy that too much. All credit should go to me for saying reverse psychology. Temi does it all the time on our reviews, to be fair. I think he went for 5-0 to Wolves yesterday. It doesn't feel like it's going to be a 5-0 to Arsenal at this rate at the moment. Because what Mercer's been saying, because obviously Mercy's watching it on for Sky, is that we're bossing the game very well, but it's that final third, which, yeah. And the reason, like, people just need to, like, chill out for the last 2 weeks is next season, well, this season, we're going to be a more versatile formation. So sometimes we'll have like a double pivot, which will open up and will be in the need. Oh, sorry, Jamie Mackey's just confused me. It will open up a need for a proper striker. Kai and Jesus aren't that. So, you know, we're trying a lot and we're trying to be brave this window. And I feel that if we can achieve it, we'll be in good shape for the season. Because we can't just be one-dimensional. We can't just always be predicted. I wish they would, mate. I really do. You know, they're losing their heads over Marino. I said it was all done at the end of July. It is all done. It just takes a while to get the structure sorted. So yeah, it's just madness. Just watch what we try and do. That's all I say. Just watching what we try and do, and if we can achieve it, then brilliant. There's a lot of clubs now after Nketiah. So what we kind of need today is, well, over the weekend, those teams that want Nketiah to have a really bad day in front of goal, so it feels that they need a striker. That's what we need. We need them to have a bad day. So yeah, Bromley won 2-0. Yes, they did. Yes, they did. So they're my team. That's my team in League Two. Obviously, we've got a soft spot with them for the Arsenal link, obviously. But I loved watching them last season. They were fun to watch, and I hope they do really well. I really do for them. One of our only pacey players scored. Imagine my shock when I kept telling Simpson to play him and Butterworth. Our other player, yeah, it was Adu Ade, isn't it? Adu Ade. Their manager is a former. Yes, he is. I can't think for his name now. Andy something in it. Andy Woodman. Obviously, Freddie Woodman's dad. And obviously, we've got links. Tyler Foran. Tyler Foran is now at Bromley as well, who was in our academy last season. They loaned a couple of our players. So yeah, should send a few prospects. We will, mate. We will send some there because I don't know who, but like Tyler Foran's already there, and obviously he left our academy and signed there. And we did it last season. We did it with Kirk, and we did it with crikey, bugger. Can't think of the other one. Oh, it was a goal at Forest. Who was the other one? Oh, I can't think of the other one. Really doing Medi now. Adu Ajay, that's this. That's the guy. Goal. Arsenal.
Welcome to my party. We're just getting started. A life is a dream.
So I believe it was Kai. I believe. I'm trying to work out. Yeah, Kai with the goal. Excellent stuff. Havertz with the goal for Arsenal. Booyah! So 1-0. Saka with the cross. Brighton have taken the lead against Everton as well. 20. Yeah, I know. Well, you know how much I love Kai. So I'm delighted for Kai to score. So 1-0 to the Arsenal. Matoma has scored for Brighton, by the way, against Everton. Booyah, 16 down the chain. I know. It's mad, isn't it? I remember all the fans last summer going, why did we sign him? This is why. Huddersfield have taken the lead against Stevenage. Got 31 points on my FPL so far. I'm glad you're doing well, mate. I'll be honest, I have no idea what's a good score. So I think Five Live are slightly ahead, very slightly. 11 points for having Salah as vice captain, 6 points each for Trent and Allison. That's for clean sheets, isn't it? I believe. So far so good. How many players you still got to go? Or are they playing all now? Or have you got some tomorrow? And is there a game tonight? Don't know. There's a red card for Fabian Schär here at St James's Park. So all kicking off at St James's Park. Chesterfield are 4-0 up against Crewe. So they're saying that Fabian Schär red card was very harsh. It sounded like a very soft red card. Isaac is my captain. Trippier, Matson, Savio, Nkunku, Fulkrug. Fulkrug fit, is he? Got 2 points for Delat and for Garnacho. Have I missed that? Hang on. Have I missed a comment from you, mate? I do apologise. I don't think I have I? Northampton 0, Exeter 1. It's current latest, Luke, so hopefully you can turn that around. I don't think I've missed a comment, have I? Oh, okay. That's cool. That's cool. I was making sure I hadn't missed a comment from you then. Yeah, that ain't happening. I'll be honest. So Burnley have now made it 2-0 against Cardiff. Koleosho has just scored for Burnley. Doncaster are 1-0 up against Newport. Birmingham have just equalised against Wickham. So I'm trying to see if there's a VAR check here. For Isaac being captain for me was nailed on goal. Well, they could still win, and he could still score. You know, we've seen it. We saw it last season. Red cards don't mean that's the end of that game. Just glad we didn't lose to Barrow. Can't lose to biggest rivals. Well, exactly. You can't. You've had a good weekend, mate. So Bournemouth have equalised against Forest. I don't know who scored, to be honest. No Joe Gomez in squad today. I think he's gone, in my opinion. That's what I would have assumed, to be honest. Yeah, that's what I would have assumed. Would have liked us to sign Isaac, but like Guimaraes and Subamendi, it seems like we are not desirable to them. Zubamendi's a different situation. Zubamendi last summer, we convinced him, but then we pulled out and we signed someone else, Kai being that someone else. This summer, we have not approached him at all, Zubamendi. We have approached one of the other players you've mentioned. So far, there is nothing happening, but that doesn't rule it out 100% yet. 100%. That's all I'm going to say. It would surprise me if both leave next summer as well, by the way, because if Newcastle fail to qualify for Europe next summer, they're going to have to leave because they obviously want to play at a big club. They want to compete in Europe. So, yeah, it's one of those. See Gomez at Villa or Newcastle. I can see definitely Gomez staying in Premier League. Still got unknown callers from people I've rattled, but best part is it doesn't come up on my phone, so it's their loss. And Geeks is happy. Oh, it looks like the Bournemouth goal is going to be ruled out here by Otara. Sounds like it was offside. Jaden Harris fined his level at National League level. Sutton, after Simpson signed him in 2012, offered him a 3-year date, a waste of time. Yeah, he scored for Sutton today against Altrincham. Yeah, so that goal has been ruled out at Bournemouth. Or for Bournemouth, I should say. Walsall have just... David Raya has just made a good save against Larson. Walsall have just taken the lead against Swindon. Let's have a look at the current stats at the moment then. Possession-wise, 65% possession for Arsenal, 35% for Wolves, 21 dangerous attacks for Arsenal, 9 for Wolves, 2 corners for Arsenal, none for Wolves, a yellow card. Saka's just had a shot off target. XG currently is 0.39 for Arsenal, 0.12 for Wolves. For everyone that loves the XG. Let's have a look. Sorry, I was on a different screen. Ex-Carlisle boss Chris Beach, manager Phil, put them as dark horses National League this season. Yeah, they were 2-0 up, but they easily have got a goal back there. A question that could serve Bobby. Josh Kroenke walks into your office and says, Bobby, you can finish off the window. We need 3 players. Who do you sign? For me, that's quite easy. A midfielder, a winger, and a striker. Who, players-wise, who I would sign. I'm not saying Arsenal will sign these, by the way, so please calm. Striker-wise, because I know financially that we have to be sensible as well, I'm signing Gyökeres. On the wing, I'm signing Sane. Midfield, I'm signing De Jong, if I'm honest. Beach signed Joe Riley. Oh, really? Joe Riley? That's one heck of a signing. Corey Whelan, Ozzy Zanzala, who he signed for Carlisle. Great signings for that level. Yeah, they are actually. Joe Riley's a very good signing. I like Chris Beach for us. He was sacked because of previous owners and dodgy David Holsworth getting rid of his best players. Big up to Oliver Martin. Hope you're doing well over on X. Sorry, this is... Obviously, I'm not watching the game live. I'm listening to it. So someone might tell me that they've scored. The score will probably update before I know about it. So do apologise. This is the best way I could do it. So I've got whatever this is called. What's it called? Soccer Saturday. Sorry, not Soccer. Oh yeah, Soccer Saturday. And I've got 5 live in my ear. So I'm doing my best to keep you updated as the best I can. Looks like Everton are interested in Eddie. Yes, they are. Despite the rumours on X saying that Everton can't afford him, they technically can. What it would have to be would be a loan with an option to buy or an obligation to buy, whichever one they want to do, because they will get taken over at some point. So they will have an influx of money at their disposal. Currently, yes, they don't have money, but they can still sign players. They're not under a transfer ban. It's interesting, being rumours on a Nascio meeting with our recruitment team. Apparently went Gomez news today. Yes, that is true. There has been a couple of teams been considering a bid that is close to that release clause. And I do believe that Sporting will let him go for less than that release clause, in my opinion. Take that Anasio in heart. Yeah, so would I, mate. I would, even with our defenders now, I would still take Anasio, because, you know, I don't care if we have 4 great centre backs. I don't care. I'm having him. For me, money aside, Isaac, Sane, and FDJ. Though I do really like Gay, but not an area we need. Not really. I think we will need a proper left back that plays in the style that we like to. But Isaac, The reason I didn't mention Isaac is because I don't see that happening this summer. I just don't. I think that is impossible. I think Guimaraes has more chance this summer than Isaac. Isaac is definitely a next summer possibility. So that's the only reason I didn't say him. I was going for ones that I think are available. But I would take if Newcastle came to me today and said he's available, I'm taking him all day. first choice as well over Osherman and Gyökeres. I'm taking Isaac every day. Sane, and FDJ, I'd definitely get that. Do you think any more signings after? Yes, definitely. I predict at least 2 or 3 more signings at the moment after Merino. That's what I predict. That said, will there be any more players not signed by Chelsea who put an offer in for me in my dog name? Yeah. Look, if you can kick a ball, they'll sign you. That's the thing. No, Chelsea will make more signings, weirdly. They haven't finished yet, but we all know what's happening and what's coming. So they're doing it for reasons that is right. Inacio and Varela are the signings I would make, as they've been targets for the last couple of years. Varela, good player, really good player. And Inacio. I think those two for you, to be honest, I don't think you would need to do any more. Obviously, you've got Mama Dude, Mamadashvili, I think that's his name, who's then going to go out on loan. I find it potty, if I'm honest. It seems because he's a very good goalkeeper. Maybe it's because the opportunities come up. Maybe that's what it is. But he's going to be signing for you, but not staying at Liverpool. And he's not like I just find it crazy. But there we go. Never mind. That's football. Mamadou. I think it's Mamadashvili, but I don't know if that's right. So I'm just going to call him Mamadude. It's a bit like Marmaduke. You know. It's been a few more goals as well. Not much in the Premier League, though. Yeah, but he's such a good goalkeeper. I was noticing today that I feel that Ipswich need a new goalkeeper. Because I'm not having a go at Walton, by the way. Decent goalkeeper, but if Ipswich are serious about surviving, they seriously need to buy a good goalkeeper. Because I think if I was them, I'd go and try and get Ramsdale. I really would. Not much of a punishment if you let them sign, have the registered player in one win. There's rumors of a transfer ban. Yeah, true. But because it's it's a very complex deal, very complex punishment. Because they report it themselves when they took over, you have to get all the evidence and then go through the whole correct procedure. For me, I think they could get quite a long transfer ban, not just a 1 or 2 season one, 2 window one. I think it could be 3 or 4 windows, which is quite a severe ban. They'll probably try and get it reduced, but we'll see. Either Allison or Keller are leaving. Yeah, for me, definite, 100%. Do you think City will see any sort of punishment? Yeah, they will. In my opinion, they deserve the full punishment. But we'll see. Cass will let them off. Hang on. Newcastle have taken the lead. And it's Joel Linton. Joel Linton with the goal for Newcastle. Is this Chelsea related? If it's Chelsea related, then yes. If it's to do with City, there's nothing after this case. Look who's back. Big up to 727, the star. Hope you're doing well. Good to see you back. Yeah, Chelsea, yeah. That will probably get reduced, but they will definitely still have some form of ban because they deserve it, and they know they do. There was a lot of dodginess under Roman, a lot. Like, it's really bad. Yeah, they deserve it, and they know they do. That's why they're now preparing for it. By the new kit, man, the season has changed. I don't like the new home kit, mate. I've got the new away kit and I've got the pre-match, but I'll be honest, I'm washing the away kit and I don't know where my pre-match shirt's gone, so I need to find it. If Newcastle go backing for Gomez, then I'll go offer them Gomez and cash for Guimaraes. We need one more, him more than Gordon. F off. Well, it was Isaac that got the assist. So do you get points for assist? Half time for Arsenal Wolves. So I'm going to have a quick break like I normally do, because the chat along is more chatty than it is anything else. I don't. For me, it's just too much white. I prefer the red. Rose and Laura both purchased a new away kit. I like it too. Yeah, the away kit's beautiful. Not a great fan of the third kit. Don't like the first kit at all. But I'm used to that. For many years, I've never bought the first kit. I normally do buy the away kit or the third kit. That's how I always do it. This one I just loved. It's just stunning. But we'll see what happens next season. Yeah, well, I think you do. But he got the assist anyway. Anyway, I'm going to have a quick break. I will be back very, very shortly. Okay, welcome back, people. Right, we're probably about 8 minutes away from the second half kicking off. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to go to a different screen. So I apologise, I can't see any messages right now. Right, so it's obviously 1-0 to the Arsenal. Stats-wise, what have we got here? We've got quite an interesting amount here. Okay, so possession-wise, 64% for Arsenal, 36 for Wolves, 67 attacks for Arsenal, 26 for Wolves, 34 dangerous attacks, 11 for Wolves. I'd love to know what they think is a dangerous attack compared to an attack. Anyway, it's for another day. Shots on target. Okay, so we've got 10 shots for Arsenal, 3 on target, 4 on shots for Wolves, 1 on target, 4 corners for Arsenal, none for Wolves, 2 yellow cards. See if I can find out who's got the yellow cards. Let's have a look. Tell me who has the yellow cards. Don't think it does. Oh yeah, Toti Gomez and João Gomez. Okay, so Toti and João Gomez have got the yellow cards. Okay, let's go back to the stats again. Right, action areas. 24.9% in Arsenal's area, 31.4% in Wolves, 43.7% in middle. Key passes for Arsenal 10 compared to Wolves 1. 1 goalkeeping save for Arsenal, 3 for Wolves. Passing accuracy 89%, beautiful from Arsenal, 79 for Wolves. 7 crosses for Arsenal, 4 for Wolves. So yeah, not bad. Let's see if I can find all the halftime scores. There was a bit of a tunnel bus stop at St James's. They were showing that on the screen when I got back. So that's interesting. Well, for some people. It's obviously a flare-up from the red card for Shah, I'm guessing. Right, so half-time scores, obviously it's 1-0 to the Arsenal. West Ham Villa play at half-5, by the way. Everton 0, Brighton 1, Newcastle 1, Southampton 0. Nottingham Forest game is still actually playing at the moment. They had 11 minutes of injury time. Bournemouth 0. Sky Bet Championship. Let's go through any interesting ones. Nope. League One. Luke's team, Northampton, are losing 1-0 to Exeter, so hopefully that turns around for you, Luke. Other than that, not interested. League Two, Donny are 1-0 up against Newport. Obviously, that's Colm's team. My local team, Colchester, are drawing 0-0 with MK Dons, so Colchester really do need to do me a favour and beat that fake team. It's Premier Sports Cup games today. League 1 and 2, National League. Let's have a look and see what's happening in National League. Sutton are 4-0 up against Altrincham. Southend are drawing 0-0 with Hartlepool. That's obviously Luke Morrison's team, who's in the chat sometimes as well. Trying to think of any other teams that are important. No, not really. I don't think there's any other games kicking off. There's Eredivisie game. I don't know if that's a full time or not. Heerenveen against FC Utrecht. There's some DFB Cup. They're currently playing at the moment. I don't think there's any shocks on the cards there. No shocks. No shocks there at all. A bit disappointing, isn't it? Let's have a look. Any other games happening? Chinese Super League. That was this morning, obviously. Japanese J League. What else we got? National League North. Nothing of great interest there. National League South, that would involve my team. St Albans are 1-1 against Worthing. Tony's team, the silver one, his team are losing 1-0 to Hemel Hempstead. That's it. Anyway, so I just thought I'd go through all the games there and update as much as I possibly can. So let's see how we're doing on that. Let's have a look, see what else is happening. Anything else is happening? I might put the sound back on, see if the game's kicked off. There we go. Both sounds mental. No idea who's speaking this here. I think this is Kieran McKenna in this one. Looks like Edu is back. He's back for now. He's back for now. Yeah. All I would say, Oliver, is just be prepared for this week. This week is vital. This week is vital for Arsenal. So, yeah. Good. Okay, the game has got back underway, by the way. Any more outgoings, you know. Kivior is one to watch out for. Fabio Vieri is one to watch out for. Nketiah, still see him happening. Nelson is the only one I currently am struggling to see. There are teams interested, but I just don't see it at the moment. Ramsdale, obviously. So got to be optimistic. As long as those happen, we can then get more in. That's what I've always said for that whole window. Marino covers the ESR slot. Now we need one more to leave. One more comes in. One more leaves. One more comes in. One more leaves. One more comes in. That's how it will go now. Big up to JJ. Chris was happy once. Well, slightly happy. Yeah, he was telling me. Barrow, nobody they can't talk to us. Big up to JJ. Obviously, very proud that you got the rivalry spoils today. But big up to you, mate. Hope you're doing well. Barnsley have scored an early goal in the second half against Lincoln. Well, Wolves have already kicked this game off, by the way. I wasn't prepared for that. Yeah, there are 46-35 second half at the moment. Here we go. Paul Simpson contract is up at the end of the season. I hope he's gone before then. You're at it already. Love it. Yeah. Football is still terrible. More Paul in air than birds in the sky. I would be honest. I think the style of football, if the fans start to turn, then the owners will react. And they'll just go, "Thank you very much, Paul, for everything you've done. See you later." Who would you want to get in though, Chris? And JJ, I know how much you love Paul, but if Paul was to go, who would you want as well? So both of you, I want to know who you both would want as the new Carlisle coach. See if you can find a mutual agreement here. I feel like I'm Switzerland here. Peter Wild in a heartbeat. Fair enough. Wonder where JJ goes on this one. He must be joking. Well, JJ, who would you have? Obviously, you're not going to agree, quite clearly. Watford have taken the lead against Stoke. I'll let Simple go and then have a discussion with him at the end of the season. So, if he was to get, is there no one that you would want right now? Oh, Kai with a chance there. Chesterfield are 5 up against Crewe. Limit neck. Newport have equalised against Donny. Look at jobs Wild did with Halifax and Barrow, massively overachieved with them on low budgets. Imagine Wild with a big budget. Going on. Plymouth have taken the lead against Hull. JJ would have Sedair until he's 100 because you see him at his car after every match. JJ, I just wonder if there's anyone you would have though, JJ. Anyone? Because unfortunately, managers do not stay forever. It's just part of football life, unfortunately. Watford are now 2 up against Stoke. It was like Wolves have come into this game a little bit in the second half. So I don't even want to think about it, do you? Okay. Eastleigh have equalised against Fylde. Chris, you want ex-Barrow manager as new manager? To be honest, I'll be honest, because obviously Arsenal-Tottenham rivalry is huge. We still adore George Graham, even though he went to manage Tottenham. You know, if someone was good enough at Tottenham, I'd want him. I'd have no issues with him as well. If he was good enough at Tottenham, obviously, that would be the problem, and that's why currently not really mentioned it. So it sounds like Wolves are making a change. Okay. So I'm trying to work out what's happened at the Emirates at the moment. Trying to work it out. Okay, so it's a clash between Kai and Mosquera. So nothing. So change for Wolves. So Bedegard's coming off and Kuna is coming on. My five options: David Artle, Pete Wild, Luke Williams, Mike Williamson. Good shout. Carl Robinson. Oh. Luke Robinson is the only one. Carl Robinson is the only one I don't like, if I'm honest. Mike Williamson I like a lot. Burnley are 3-0 up against Cardiff, by the way. QPR have got a goal back against Sheffield United. It's Simpson anniversary soon. I'll get him at Hoover to clean up the mess he's left there. Big up to Dermot saying, big up Bobby, football is back. Roll on the North London, all the fun that it brings. Best of luck for the season. May the best team win. And as always, North London is not that colour. Hang on, I'll just come to Peters first. What would you do, Chris and JJ, if kids came over for the losers of a Tottenham fan? Hope you Brighton have made it 2-0 against Everton. I would definitely say that Everton need to get Nketiah, because by the sounds of it, final third, they're really struggling. We've already got 1 second, so we don't need that one. Forest Green are 4-0 up against Boston. Check the. No, that's harsh after he's done. Oh, crikey. Oh, dear. Let's look at the stats. Yeah, the possession has definitely come down for Arsenal here. Dangerous attacks is getting closer as well. Yeah. A little bit nerve-wracking if you're looking at the stats alone, and I'm obviously listening to the commentary as well. Wolves have definitely come out way better second half, and Arsenal need to sort this out quickly. I think Eddie would be perfect. Them could get 12 or more goals for them. Then any money spent would seem a bargain. But it's the thing. Look, yes, Everton have got money problems right now, but they are going to be taken over at some point. Sooner rather than later, obviously, but getting him out is the most important part. Doesn't matter if it's a loan, because if he goes out and smashes it, if it's just a loan with an option and they don't take up the option, then this season will be something that will sell him for next summer, and that's what's important. Eddie's not a bad player. I've never said that. He just doesn't fit our system. So he looks awful within our system, but he's a good player. He's a fox in the box, isn't he? So Wolves are definitely in this game right now. We've just had a shot just off target, but it was definitely close. Had Raya, so it's Aït-Nouri with the shot. I don't think we could cope with a draw against Wolves, if I'm honest. With what's happening in the transfer market, we cannot cope with a draw against Wolves at home. I think the fan base will lose their mind a bit, if I'm honest. Yeah, we need to win this. I don't think there's many more changes. If anyone's actually watching this or listening to it as well, and they notice that there's been, please do let me know, because obviously it's very difficult, because they keep, obviously it's 5 live, so they're not staying on one game. So Saka's got a yellow card, by the way. 365 say no substitutions yet. If we want to be title winners, we need these 3 points. 100%. we should not be dropping any points at home, in my opinion. I feel if you are making home a fortress, then that's one step towards what we are trying to achieve, isn't it? I feel that no one is good enough to beat us at home. I don't think, anyway. I think City will give us a good game, but we should be more than capable of not losing that game at home. Oh, Chris Welch, if you're listening, Fulkrug is on the bench for the West Ham game. Millwall have done a massive turnaround against Bristol City, by the way. Bristol City were leading that game 2-0. Now Millwall are winning 3-2. Get a little bit nervous right now, if I'm honest. Lavelle did well when he came on. Oh, God. Already prepared for Chris's reply to that. The amount of yellow cards that Saka picks up versus yellow cards his opponent gets is stunning, yet he will commit a fraction of the fouls he receives. Totally agree. Totally. It's mad, isn't it? Oh, Wolves got a corner here. Hull have equalised against Plymouth. Was playing against Oh, I was waiting for it. To be fair. Big ups to 444 people currently watching. Thank you very much. So what are we? 65 minutes in. Slightly concerned that by the way that Wolves are coming into the game, that Arteta hasn't made any changes yet. That alarms me a little bit, if I'm honest. Nice to see Georgie Kelly come on. We'll see what Chris says to that. I don't know who he is, so we'll wait and see. Oh, jeez. Wolves having a really good spell right now. It's quite stressful when all you can do is hear it. I'll be honest. Oh, God. Shock Caddy didn't get injured soon. Came on for touching grass because he was limping on his medical with us. God. Kelly's first appearance in Carlisle's shirt, to be fair, did nothing to impact the game. He's Madame Tussauds statue of Lord Voldemort. Oh, I've got to look at him now. Let's have a look, see if I can find a picture of him. Oh, yeah. Oh, I've just seen it. No, I can't say that. Got to give him a chance. I agree with the Lord Voldemort thing, though. Radio sounds so dramatic. I used to listen to Jonathan Pierce on Radio Gold back in the 90s. You'd watch the highlights later and barely anything happened. Well, I hope that's the case later, because currently, I have to be honest, I'm getting very nervous in my ear because it sounds like Wolves are really on top at the moment. If I look at the stats as well, let's have a look at the stats. The stats are suggesting that Wolves have definitely come back and they could get Timber's coming on. Timber's come on for Zinchenko. So attacks are now 79 for Arsenal, 61 for Wolves. Possession is 53% for Arsenal, 47 for Wolves. Let's have a look. See if that is that the only change. Just Timber. Yeah, so it's just Timber that's come on for Zinchenko. So let's just change that. Oh, Newport are now 2-1 up against Donny. Sounds like it's a red card at Goodison. Ashley Young has been sent off. Just no, it's mad, isn't it? How bad they look alike. I wasn't expecting to see it. It's quite funny, actually. Bless him. Irish lad, but he does look like Voldemort. Very much so. Big up to the 450 people currently watching. Northampton, Luke Chapman. You should be a lot happier now. Northampton have equalised against Exeter. Birmingham have taken the lead against Wickham. Norwich have equalised against Blackburn. Avada Kedavra. Hoping he does it on Simpson so we can move forward. I know it's the first game, but Brighton will go top. Yeah, they will, won't they? Yeah. I'm trying to think if there's going to be like any free. I don't think there's going to be any 3-0s, if I'm honest. But for me, Calvert-Lewin has stopped being a striker for so long. I think Eddie would be the perfect signing for Everton, if I'm honest. I'm not just sending him to Everton. I just honestly think that he is the perfect player. Stockport have just taken the lead against Blackpool. Oh. Goal, Arsenal.
Welcome to my party, we're just getting started. A life is a dream.
Scored, supposedly. There we go. 2-0. Absolutely, geeks. Absolutely. Hopefully the win can now start our season, says JJ. But there's Saka with the goal to make it 2-0. So hopefully that deflates Wolves now. It did sound like it was getting a little bit nervy for us. But that should hopefully have popped their balloon. I'll give it to you, to be honest, geeks. I'll give it to you. I'll be honest, because I was quite impressed by Donny, but they're losing to Newport today, which is quite surprising me anyway. Obviously, I watched Donny last weekend. I was quite impressed with them. Once they made the subs, they looked way, way better. Watford are now leading Stoke 3-0. Well, relax for now. Has anyone just come on? Yeah, there's been Podence has come on for Gomez. So let's just change that. Yeah, always want that clean sheet. Always do. Yeah, even though 3 points off top, 3 points off relegation too. Great comeback. Gillingham have taken the lead against Morecambe. Eastleigh are now leading field 3-2. I'll be honest, I kind of agree with Chris on this one, JJ. I just feel he's not the man that takes you forward. That's just my opinion. Obviously, I'm not saying you should definitely sack him. It's just my opinion. I feel that he's the wrong man for you. You want to like set up for the next couple of seasons, not just get promoted. I don't think he'll do anything in League One again. I think you should get someone in that takes you further and further, not have a ceiling. I still feel that Paul Simpson's got a ceiling to him, and I don't think that's right for you. That's just my opinion, though. Bristol City have equalised against Millwall. It's now 3-3. Great game there. Chris Watch, they say opening game of the season, a goal and assist. Be worried, Prem. Be worried. If we can manage him as well, like if we give him a few games rest. I know he didn't play all the games last season. He only played 35 out of the 38, despite what people say. Only played 35. If we can put that down to 30, so give him 8 games rest, I think he's going to be extremely dangerous. We sometimes just need to give him a rest because players deserve a rest. It's good for him as well. The football is terrible to watch. Dinosaur football, basically dinosaurs are the players in Rocket League. It's awful. The lack of a break will be an issue at some point. It will be. Look, if we don't specifically buy a right winger, which my understanding it's not a specific right winger that we're bringing in, what it will do is free up someone that can cover the right wing. So let's say Trossard, Martinelli, even Jesus could go out on the right. So we don't necessarily need someone that covers him, as in Saka. You just need someone that's a forward. Oh, Saka's coming off now. You just need someone that is in the squad that can take that position. As you said, Geeks. Still got Jesus. So I just need to check these changes here because I think there has been another one. So Trossard has come on for Saka. I think that's the only change. It is. When you're not strong. There we go. Agreed. Effective management that can limit the drop off. Exactly. We've got multiple players that can cover right wing. Even Nwaneri can do it. It's not like we need someone that is a specific right winger, because that right winger would only probably play 10 games a season. Really, realistically, let's be honest. So you don't want a right winger. You want someone that allows players to cover him. Overall, I would say Ty turn with the Timber sub. The 2 games I watched, Zinni looks solid. Defensively, he didn't, in my opinion. He looked very good midfield. His distribution was incredible. Defensively, he worries the heck out of me every single game. I wish he didn't, but he does. Colchester should have taken a lead against MK Dons. Get in there, Colchester. Timber's just a way better defender. Way better. And it's like I'm not saying, because people think I'm saying Zinni's a bad footballer. I'm not. He's just a bad defender. That's all he is. Just avoid putting him in defensive situations. And then we're fine. When he was pushing forward in those games in pre-season, he was great. It was just defensively made me panic a lot. Who would you say manager of the month for Liverpool? Is that player of the match? Oh yeah, man of the match. Sorry, for some reason I thought in my head, Chris, I'll be honest, was manager of the month. That was my first thing in my head was manager of the month already. Yes, player of the match. Oh, I don't know. Oh. Ooh. I thought Salah was very good today, if I'm honest. Gravenberch played very well. Jota played well. Trent looked good today. So, yeah, not too bad, to be honest. You went for Van Dijk, but was close between a lot of them. There was quite a few good players. I think when you are nervous regarding the player, the nerves are there sometimes, regardless of what he does. I hear you. I want him as a left 8 cover, 100% left 8 cover. I've got no issues with him. And to be honest, I think once Calafiori is up to playing, I don't think we'll see much of Zinni at left back, if I'm honest, because Calafiori can do the inverted role. Jesus is coming on, by the way. So there's a couple of changes here which I've got to update you on. Just need to find the lineups here. Well, there's quite a few changes here, and blimmin' heck. Let's have a look. Right, Jesus on for that one. There's quite a few changes here, so just bear with me for a minute. Dawson's come on. Right, no, there's loads of changes here. Dawson. João Gomez has come off. Sarabia is on. Oliveira is on. Sarabia. Okay, sorry about that. Aaron Hayden, my man in the match, was Carlisle rock solid when he's fit. Fair dues. I'll be honest, I haven't got a clue, obviously. Let's see what the system says. Who was your man in the match for the Carlisle game? If I can find it. Might take me a while. It's going to take a while, actually. They gave it to Davies. Archie Davies got my system's man of the match. Bristol City are now 4-3 up against Millwall. What a game that is. So much more time is added on this game. Sky Bet tell me. Sky Bet 365. No, currently no. Oh, it's Brighton 3-0 against Everton. I haven't said the time on that one. Let's have it see it said on this one. Temi, big up to you, mate. It's been all right. I wouldn't say it's been brilliant. There's definitely a passage of play of Wolves where they were really knocking on the door. But I think it's okay. It's okay. Butterworth must have been messaging at Simpson partner because why Butterworth only comes on 10 minutes remaining when he should be starting instead of bloody Barkley. 5 minutes of injury time, by the way. Barkley in midfield runs like old granddad. So there's no movement. May as well get a snail in midfield. But yeah, Adingra has made it free for Brighton. Love listening to Slot speaks. Yeah, I love Arne Slot. Good coach. Good coach. Oh, QPR have equalised against Sheffield United. QPR are down to 10 men. Lyndon Dykes. So final 2.5 minutes. Still 2-0 to Arsenal. Oh, Blackburn have equalised against Norwich. It's finished between Plymouth and Hull 1-1. So Wayne Rooney still has not got his first league win. Burnley are 4-0 up against Cardiff. Amdouni with the 4th goal for Burnley. Now 4-0 for Brighton against Everton. Ayari with the goal for Brighton, but this could be offside. Yeah, it's definitely going to be a long season ahead for them. They're going to have to make a lot of signings in the next few weeks. I think they're going to have to sell someone big as well, if I'm honest. I think that would make sense because then they've got the finance to then buy some. But there'll be a lot of movement, I think, for Everton. Full time as well for Arsenal versus Wolves, finished 2-0. There will be a match reaction at some point. It could be this evening. I will put it up when I know I can do it. Don's losing. Get Williamson, Carlisle. You know what to do. Job done, Bobby. Solid start. Not spectacular, but the job done. 2 key performers off the mark and clean sheet. We move on. Thanks for the stream. My pleasure, geeks. Thanks for joining me in. Obviously, it's slightly different. It's not a watch along. I can't watch it. But every little counts. We've got 470 people watching right now, which is great. Ryan Lowe is available. Actually, well, there you go, guys. Really appreciate it. I will be back definitely tomorrow, if not later as well. We'll see. Speak to you later, guys. Take care. Thank you ever so much. Bye bye.